Okay, let's go back in time today. Beep, boop, 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 beep, beep, boop. Okay, we're there. Last week I posted a build of a 1950s house that I made. I'll link it below if you want to watch. It all started with this retro design dork wondering if she could make an entire family in The Sims 4 look like it came straight out of the 1950s. I made the Wilson family. Their last name was random, but I decided to keep it because I'm like Tom Hanks in Castaway, and they're my make-believe friends. Wilson! Yeah, you get it. We have Helen, who runs a book club and loves to cross-stitch. She's married to John, who has a boring office job. He's actually kind of boring. They have a son named Robert, who's into sports and running around like any kid would be, and a toddler named Barbara, little Babs. I thought Barbara could be the name of someone's grandma, and this is her in the 50s. Circling back to Helen's book club, I've actually never utilized the clubs in The Sims before, ever. Am I the only one not using the clubs? I think I am. And I am missing out. You can start a gathering and everyone in the club just shows up wherever you are and does whatever activities you told them to do. I love that. I wish people would do that in real life. Just show up when I want you to and only when I want you to and only do the things I tell you to do. Why don't people do that? Weird. So I'd have Helen's book club friends come over and they'd all read and eat the little snacks she made. I didn't invent 1950s social politics. I'm just playing it. I aged Barbara up pretty quickly because as cute as toddlers are, they're very high maintenance. I played this family for like a whole Sims week. So if you have seasons, that's like one full season. In those 7 days, I aged Barbara up on day 3 because I was over it. I also decided to age up Robert at the same time. Why not? It's everyone's birthday. The high school pack hadn't come out yet when I played this, so that'll tell you how long ago I played this. But because of that, I didn't get to use that pack with Robert when he was a teenager, so he didn't get to do any fun teenage things, but I did make him look like a greaser, so that was fun. Now, I know you can't keep the Sims from using modern technology. They have to use their cell phone for pretty much everything, but I did my best. So like they don't have a TV, but they have a record player, you know what I mean? And I only had them use their phone when they needed to like get a job or answer a phone call. And they don't have a house phone in The Sims. I wish at least for decor we had a house phone. That'd be adorable. So they don't have a house phone, but I pretended their cell phones were the house phone. So Helen loved to cross-stitch. I didn't know what other hobby to give her without using modern technology. How sad is that I couldn't come up with anything? I'd have her paint or whatever, but I've done Sims who have painted before. I've never had a Sim get good at cross-stitch. And I'm sorry, Helen, but by the end, I still didn't have a Sim that was good at cross-stitching. I'm sorry, Helen. I did have her take the kids to the library so that Barbara can increase her writing skills. She happened to like writing, and I didn't want them to have a computer. So just pretend she's not using a modern computer at the library. She's just writing. But at the library was where Robert met one of his little girlfriends. I say girlfriend, but it's just one of the girls he wanted to make out with. Yeah, Robert became kind of a dog. I don't know how that happened. Hopefully he stops being such a dog after high school, but like, man, during high school, he just wanted to kiss everyone. He hit on Judith Ward. All he did was get her autograph, but he hit on her. I mean, he's a teenager. What do you expect, I guess? You need to calm down. The girls liked him though. I mean, okay, so one of my favorite things I like to do when I'm playing with an entire family is take pictures. I actually also like to do that in real life. I'm the person taking all the pictures. I'm the person with all the candid photos where everyone thinks they look bad, but the candid photos are the best. I mean, you have to admit that. So it's really cheesy, but I can't help it. I'll actually randomly add a Sim to my household to just be the photographer and take pictures of the entire family. Something you should know if you're going to use that in your Sims gameplay. When Sims take pictures of each other, it boosts their relationship. So the more pictures that a Sim takes of another Sim, the higher their relationship will be. So if you have this random Sim take a lot of pictures and then they move out and then they die, your Sims might be kind of devastated for a few days. Just watch out for that. There's Robert with another girl. He was really such a dog. I mean, Barbara was kind of a normal kid. She just liked to write. She liked toys. Robert liked girls. Speaking of romance, look at this. Oh, it's so cute. I had Helen and Robert slow dance, but there wasn't enough room in the living room, so they had to go outside to slow dance, and I don't know why, I just think it's so cute. All right, so I think it's about time that I tell you something about John. He was boring in personality, sure, but John was also very annoying. Oh my God. Okay, so I randomize a lot of their traits, so I like to do that half and half, like maybe pick a trait that I need them to have, but just kind of randomize the other one. And John got the trait of high maintenance. And as someone with some personal experience with the trait, I'm offended by the accuracy of how annoying it is to be high maintenance. That hit a little too close to home. He would just be enraged all the time for no reason, like just because he was high maintenance. And I take issue with that, all right? I take issue with the accuracy of that. And also, why was the emotion always anger? He was always just mad. There's nothing else about the high maintenance trait. You just get mad randomly. It's a fun dad. I mean, he had the parenting aspiration, so like, he was a good dad. He liked to be a dad. He was just really obnoxious. So by the end of the Sims season, which I'm calling the end of the decade, here we are. Helen had her book club thriving, and she actually gotten really good at cooking. So she loved to cook, she loved to cross stitch. We love Helen, she's adorable. John is currently not mad, so that's good. Robert is a ladies' man greaser, everything I wanted him to be. He would have been really fun to use when playing the high school pack, so maybe I should play this family again. And then finally, Barbara. I know I didn't talk about Barbara that much. I feel kind of bad, but she was just a normal kid. Half of the time she was a toddler, so she's just adorable in her cute little 50s outfit. And like I said, she liked writing, so that's probably something she'll pursue in the future. The family even got a garage added to the house. Very fancy. I did that, so I had a place to store all the pictures. It's a lot, I know, but maybe there'll be a future in the 60s with this family. Who knows? I know. There will be. I'm gonna play them as a 60s family. So stay tuned for that. All right, I will see you all in the 60s. Bye. Did you have fun in the 50s? Can you tell that's a dog over there? It's alive. It's alive.